I mean, that's what I used to do sometimes, like with the players. Sometimes I didn't need. I would tell you, bro.
Yeah, okay, look at a person right now. Look at somebody right now and see how many drinks you can get if you go. Especially with like a recap.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been doing. I don't put them in my fucking my set. I just fucking do my quick sell training coins. Yeah, 8 points. He's a silver person, like, you know. Like, this guy's a 77. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Exactly. Like, see? Yeah, like, Tucker. This guy's a red card. Yeah, okay, then let's go, oh shit, am I using him? See right there, I was gonna do 50, like, you know? See, I don't need, I know. But I don't know. Oh, who's this? Not better than none of my fucking players. But like, you see, like, let's say how much he's 100. Yes, I know. This is 75 kindling. I don't know what fucking kindling is. No, I don't need a right hand anymore. See, the red people can. Oh yeah. It depends what type of red. See, I can sell this dude. See, it's a right tackle. Oh yeah, I know. Wait, what? My right tackle, I think what kind of happened there? I don't have a right tackle. Yeah. Because Andrew Whitworth is way better than this fool.
It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
Yeah, I know, but the left tackle from the Rams is way better than this dude. And then Marcus Gilbert.
Down from laughter when they come to handles, never had one. When a bad one made a meal today and they my last one.
You feel me? So I have Joe Stanley. Oh, I changed my running back, bro. So you gotta look, bro. This is what Joey told me to do, bro. So I got Christian McCaffrey, of course, Emmitt Smith second, Aaron Jones third, and my fullback is Eric Dickinson. Huh? Because Emmitt Smith, well, he told me to put Emmitt Smith at first. Because Emmitt Smith is the best, you know? He's the first, he's like, you know? Well, it's three, pretty much. Yeah, because I remember I had Aaron Jones as fullback, so, because Eric Dickinson, he told me he could, like, you know, break tackles and shit like that. That's what he was known for, you know? Yeah. I mean, he's a full. I mean, you know, it works every. All you have to do is press R1 and do substitutions for like on the thing. Like let's say like I do I formation. Let's say let's say I do I formation pro, right? And I go to the right. Let's say I do slot, right? And I press R1 and I switch my running back, right, to Emmitt Smith. He will be in that formation for the whole game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so. And see, that's why I like doing sometimes. I mean, there's certain.
You can do that period without having them in that.
I just don't know how to do that.
Without having them start.
Yeah, without having like do all this shit. Yeah, at one point, yeah. When you do our wins and do the subs, yeah. Remember, I told you to do one day do that thing, and then when you're like, what the fuck, you know? And then I put the Aaron Rodgers thing, the gambling thing. Remember, like he can't be like intercepted by an AI.
Yeah, by artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
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 I thought it only lasted so long.
No, that's yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, you gotta see how like what you remember how like horrible you have to get 3 receptions or 5 receptions worth of
fucking X Factor going.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what you have to do.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Consecutive passes for 5+ yards in air.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 26. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
I seen him earlier after that.
Who, Tui?
50. Smooth. Hey, 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Did you see the Brown game? The Browns
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
You mean this past weekend?
It was Sunday Night Football.
Hey, D-Line, let's get in there.
A first carry now for Adrian
Sorry,
Peterson.
the Bears, I mean.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Chicago sucks, man.
I know they're at 5 and something.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Flush to his
they were
right.
4th and 4, right?
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
3,000.
Now it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Rodgers again now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main? Now the Raiders have got him. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Murray back near his goal line. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 96 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Rodgers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Will let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Right?
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Murray, and going deep for, it's caught inside the 25. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team. I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that play.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And going deep for Hill. He's got him in, complete. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at his 4. Room here to run. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he will take it on in.
What? No. No. No, that's all my coins. No. You're tripping.
I'm kidding. I'm doing London for 100.
Well, you fucking better because you just lost in London. You know how sad that is? Huh? No, she's playing pool. I told her she wanted to play Super Smash. Fighting Super Smash Brothers. You remember that game? Oh, yeah, that's right.
If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no.
Yo, you want the smoke? You don't want it, bro.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can buy for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
What?
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check. Lucky.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
No way!
He goes down.
Like a punt.
One of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Alpha. Hey, come on here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Holt. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
No!
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher.
Fuck
And
me.
not much on the return
Fuck
there. He'll
me.
take it
Fuck
away
me.
up to the
Fuck me.
9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
And that last one, that hurts. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. First down, Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Young. Going to throw again. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now here's Young. And he's got his target. That's more. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first down throw for Young.
That throw's not going to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. To try again after the sack. Young flushed out right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Young. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Young escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the red zone now, Young. And that's Elliott, complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Steve Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. 23 yards on the play. Young now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. He'll try and run it. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take...
And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. The bottom line is Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when it comes to, when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. Well, Charles, while we have a second, you know, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know, I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely, I love it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Herman Moore. 48 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. From the gun, Steve Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Gerald McCoy getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Kevin Green. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
General West.
Yeah, let's go sandwich.
First and 10, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Steve Young, his third touchdown pass in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, making the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know,
under pressure, and they got to him again. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
What's that?